Wait 10. Wait 20.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 43. Good dance. Go.
Harley, 64, weak. 53, win now.
56.
Sugar.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's complete. James White. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let him know.
61, matchbox, right.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary?
There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Gets around him. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 22 yards there, a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Here we go. 180.
All day, every day, any day.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They run with Breida. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go, let's bring it.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
What you got?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
You're not ready.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They run it with Breida. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground is Michel, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Man open, it's Goodwin. And some room to maneuver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Coleman. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
We ain't giving up nothing today. 11.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Brady. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
First down.
Hey, watch the slant.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Coleman now. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
51. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Coleman. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
65.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, gun.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And some room to run now. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up? Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. D4. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He stiff-arms him.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Watch the screen. Hey, echo. Mike, 56, right?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Brady now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ryan Izzo, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike's Popo.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Coming again.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby.
Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. That's on the multiple-time Pro Bowler, Joe Staley, the tackle. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Fighting through pressure. Dancing to his left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This to make it a 3-score game late. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Brady now to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On third and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Brady to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. The 40. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, 87 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here again is McKinnon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They run for it with Breida. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Niners, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage.
what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.